What is up, collectors? Matt here with the Funko Bro Show with Michael, and it is time to finally reveal the Funko community is no longer the worst community out there. Alright? I know people were talking that we were up there, but alright, the Pokemon community has surpassed us in every way, so we are safe for now. So, just to recap, we got a quick video on the Van Gogh Pikachu that just came out a few days ago. Kind of went wild at the museum, which is a little crazy with the millions of dollars of art that's there, and to see people just jumping around and shoving other people, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a W for us because we are not the worst collectors out there.
Yeah. I mean, as a Pokemon fan, it hurts to see.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice. We aren't the worst scalpers,
Yeah.
We got some pretty bad scalpers, but not the worst.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, honestly really sad to see.
It is.
It was a really cool idea. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good tribute to put out there, especially for 50th anniversary.
Yeah. I mean, great work with both the museum and Pokemon collaborating.
Yeah, and it looked good, like many other Pokemon collabs, they always knock it out of the park, which I do gotta say is one thing, I want to give props to Nintendo and Niantic, whenever they do stuff, it's normally top notch, you're not worried about flukes coming out. So, really happy to see that. But sad to see how people just try to abuse the system.
It is.
And like with the Shinobu, you see on eBay where people are just posting order confirmations as their purchase. So, always hate to see that.
Yeah, it's just not cool.
Yeah.
It ruins the community.
And especially I hate when people put order confirmations because, sometimes orders get messed up. A lot of orders have been from Funko where, if you're on our Instagram page, you'll see how my order got messed up. So, go over to Instagram, give us a follow, and you get to see the fun that I'm dealing with. But,
it's been a couple days.
5 days now that they haven't reached out. And it's they went 1 for 4 in the product line. So, that's kind of okay, the weight was completely off, and then the quantity was also off. So it's if you see 4 items in an order and there's only 2 things in there, you might be wondering hey, what's going on with this one? But so hopefully they reach out in the next few days and can give me a next step plan, because I know one of the things I picked up was Gandalf on the Eagle, and that's sold out, so don't know how I'm gonna get that one now, but we'll see what happens.
Get ready to pay the scalpers.
I know, right? Oh, eBay, please be merciful. So we also had a Halloween fest from Funko.
Yeah.
Their spooky season's coming out.
They're talking about that. So they did announce some exclusives coming out, which I'm hyped for some of them. The Michael Myers peeking from the bushes and the Blacklight Xenomorph are the 2 I'm really looking at.
Yeah, those do look good. Yeah. So I'm definitely excited for the Michael Myers,
Nostalgic.
Super classic scene, so I like to see it. I want to get that one next to the Homer going into the bushes.
That would be funny, bro.
Yeah, so
I like that idea.
That was my first idea when I saw it.
I thought of the 2, but I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so cool stuff. But I mean, Xenomorph looks really good.
Yeah.
So
that'll probably be my first Blacklight, so I'll show you guys how it looks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't got into Blacklight. Kind of scared to go down that trail.
Same.
Just because it's oh man. But I do gotta say, those boxes do look good.
They do.
So, who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll dive in, make a blacklight room just for Funkos.
Yeah.
They don't take enough of my space already.
For real. Yeah. I mean, the glow-in-the-dark ones would look good in there too.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Did you see Ranger Hunter from Power Rangers, the glow in the dark, how bad it is?
No.
No, I was watching and it's like, it doesn't even glow. So really, really sad to see because they were hyping it up, glow in the dark. The previews look good for it, and then now that it's come out and it's like it doesn't glow, it's so sad to see. This goes on the same part of like Aragorn, his glow. We did a glow check for that, and it's sad to see how it was just the background that glowed.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was a little deceitful to put glow in the dark because yes, it technically does glow in the dark, but I don't know of a Funko that doesn't glow.
The pop itself,
and it has glow in the dark. So if any of you have been collecting for a long time and know of one, drop that down in the comments because I'd like to know because
I'd be curious. Yeah,
I haven't seen anything remotely close to that, so it'd be something interesting if any of you have any other experiences of where they do stuff.
Yeah.
Because, it'd be like if they say flocked, but the background was the one that was flocked. That'd
be so weird.
So it just feels weird to me that it would even, or like metallic.
And I feel like there's a way they could have done it where the pop had some glow too.
Well, like it had like the, like a gust by his feet. So I feel like they could have put it in there. I think it would have looked cool with the background, but like.
Oh yeah. The background was a nice touch, but it wasn't enough to sell it.
Yeah.
Alone,
And it was just like one of those things where it was like, I was shining my black light on the pop, trying to get it to charge up, and then like I would turn off the lights and I'm like, where's the glow? And then I realized it was the background that was glowing, and it's like, oh, okay. So, yeah. Is there anything else you can think of?
Yeah, on a brighter note, speaking of exclusives and all that such, Funko recently said, I need to find out where they said it again. I think it was in an interview.
Okay.
And they mentioned that they were going to do two things, and I liked both of the things they mentioned. First was they were going to cut back on situations like the Bond, where there's the Diamond Funko exclusive, and then the normal common, or like the Noel with the Entertainment Earth Diamond exclusive.
Okay.
So they're not going to be reusing molds as a common and then as an exclusive with like a little
change
in it.
Okay.
Which I think is a phenomenal.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before on the podcast.
Yeah. And I feel like this was a decision they should have made because honestly, whenever they made that decision, it doesn't help anyone out because it's like retailers already got it and now there's a better one to get and they might not have access to it.
Yeah, the distributor gets screwed over. Or, I mean, the retailer, the customer gets screwed over. Especially the casual collectors, dude.
Yeah.
Because I knew people who got screwed over by that. The Noel specifically.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see that they're making this change.
Yeah.
They're listening to us, so that's always nice. Thank you, Funko.
Thank you, Funko.
Let us know when you want to hit us up at HQ, and we'll head over.
Yeah, we'll talk with you a little bit.
I can afford a plane ticket.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see that they're doing this. I think it's going to be a great step for the community, and just for collectors in general. Because now it's like, I don't have to pre-order Bond and then a week later pre-order Diamond Bond.
Yep.
And so it's like I'm glad to see it. So
yeah. And with that, I think that they're going to be cutting off exclusive production as well.
Okay.
So usually, from what I understood, is it's going to be the first release and that's it.
Okay.
And that's obviously not a permanent thing. They haven't announced when they're probably going to get off of that, but from what it's looking like, it's going to be the exclusive releases and that's all they make for it.
Okay.
Which hurts to see, kind of. But I think it's a good thing in this situation Funko's in. Yeah.
Well, it's like they're not selling as much as like they used to, and part of that's the economy and
also the overproduction.
Yeah. So there's a lot of factors that go into that. So I think like bringing it back in, and help getting your numbers right, because
getting the numbers right and focusing on like your community, rather than trying to branch out a million different directions.
Okay. But yeah, I think that's a really good step for them to take. And, obviously, once they, build it back up, they'll probably be able to expand more. Yeah. But I do think, they needed to bring it back in a little.
Yeah.
because I know they were going crazy with Rewind, sodas, and
The
speaking
board
of
game.
sodas, have you been looking at the 6-packs they dropped?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so I've been like keeping my eye
Oh,
because like there's the
I know what you're talking about now.
X97,
Yeah.
and they just dropped a Power Ranger one. Okay, and I have a little bit of problem with these because like you have to buy the 6-pack, right? And it comes with the cooler or whatever they call it. I don't remember. But like I really have been like eyeing the Power Ranger ones and the X-Men. But the problem is there's chases for each of them, but it's not like you get a chase set. It's individuals.
Oh.
And the thing is, at the retail, you have to buy it. It's $100 to get the 6-pack, which like isn't too crazy.
It's not too crazy.
You get the other thing with it, so it's like
it's just committing to one IP for so
but
much
it's like
money.
the problem is it's like I don't want it like okay there are some where it's like I want to have obviously the chase set, but it's like if I pull one. Like, I'll have to buy the other ones. And it's like, I don't want to spend $600 to get one chase for each of them. And the worst part is if I get a duplicate, it's like, oh, it's too much commitment. So I really wish I really wish they would just make it a chase pack where it's like all of them in there are chases, and not just like you get one. But that's just my thoughts on it.
Before I head on the second point Funko was talking about, I want to talk about the Minato mystery box. While you're talking about that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So for those of you that don't know, a Minato Funko exclusive was dropped, what was it, 3 days ago? 2 days ago?
Something like that.
A few days ago. Obviously when you guys see this, it's a little bit later in the week, but you had to spend $50 and you would get the Minato exclusive and then was it anime?
It was 4 other.
4 other anime pops, or was it just 4 random ones?
I didn't look at
it. It was a mystery box.
But I know where you're going with this.
And obviously with the state Funko's been in, you can expect you're not going to get anything magnificent out of the mystery box. And I've seen their other mystery boxes, like the Venom, and just the was it Funiversary one?
Yeah, because we got the Venom. Well, I got it.
You got it.
And, it had a good one and then a really bad one. Because, we had the Christmas Star-Lord, which that was nice.
Yeah.
But then it also came in with the Miss Marvel. And it's like, all right, cleared section item. Okay, I know what's happening here.
Yeah.
I will say, the 25th anniversary box was actually pretty good.
That one was better from what I saw.
I didn't get anything from the discount section, so that was good.
Yeah.
But
back to Minato. Yeah. My biggest beef with it was in the Funko HQs, you could buy just the pop.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they should have made it a glow. This was one of the most important.
It would have been perfect for a glow. It's the bright yellow.
Yep.
It's already set up for it.
Bro is on fire with chakra.
Yeah. But I will say, seeing that you were able just to buy him in store
was incredibly frustrating.
Annoying because online you have to get the mystery box. So I did check and it's still up today. And I know it sold out in stores. So it even if you went to the store now, like you'd still have to purchase the mystery box.
Yeah.
Which a little frustrating because it's like,
yeah,
you might not want a mystery box for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So it's like it's sad to see that like that's the whole they're gatekeeping him. They are gatekeeping, and it's like I just want my boy.
For real.
So yeah. So sad to see, but hopefully they'll reverse their decision and just keep him out as a common. And I hope that for the next releases they have, they're not gonna be putting them all in mystery boxes.
Yeah.
It's a little frustrating to deal with.
And I mean, I get it. They need to move inventory, but
like
there need to be better ways to do it.
I feel like if you put it in the sales section, or if you put them in where you spend over I think $65, you can get a free gift.
Yeah.
And they could probably up that up. Make it over $100. And you can like get a free Funko from X section. So
yeah.
Hopefully they start doing that instead, but we'll see in the coming months. But if they decide to release another mystery box with a chance where you get one, we'll let you know more about that.
If you did order the Minato mystery box, by the way, let us know if you pulled anything cool.
Yeah, Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're nice and give you a chase.
For real, maybe we're just sleeping on these mystery boxes and they're just Planet Harley of Vegeta here, you know, Comic-Con Brook here.
Yeah, but probably not.
Probably not.
But in any case, stay collecting.